Like, I'm freaking out. I just want the car. I just wish the car's okay. Man, I just want to see the car first. Why are we seeing Thomas first?
Fairly recently, I made a video on Princess Amelia, and man, have things gotten significantly worse since I made that video. Princess Amelia has collabed with Piper Rockell. She's also getting canceled over a seriously disturbing video that has made her audience furious, and she also has made more disturbing videos with her brother. She's also recently talked about toxic friendships, and while she doesn't specify, there is a lot of speculation that her friend group is incredibly toxic, so we'll also be looking at that. There's a ton of stuff to get into, so sit back and get ready. But first, seasons are changing and it is indeed getting very, very cold, so stock up on some Coco Crazy merch. These sweatshirts are super warm and cozy. We also have t-shirts and really cute bird crocheted items, hand crocheted, many different options. Link in description. Proceeds go directly towards Palestinian causes. When you purchase an item, you're directly helping a Palestinian family. Now let's get back into the video. So the reason why I've made a video fairly recently is because of this video specifically. This video is incredibly inappropriate, where Princess Amelia's brother, when she's dancing, takes a photo and flashes her butt with his camera. Like, his camera flashes her butt. And for obvious reasons, considering the fact that she is one, not 1 to the 8, and number 2, related to him, this is highly inappropriate.
But people didn't stop there. They noticed his hand placement, and you know exactly what I mean. His hand was around that area. Yes, maybe some people will say it's a reach, but enough fans noticed it that the comment section blew up.
As most of you know, before this video came out, because it came out very recently, the one of him flashing her with his phone, there was some speculation that he was being very weird around her. But no one was straight outright saying it because, you know, that's a pretty strong claim. But this video definitely is not making me side with him on the situation, let's just say. And to ignore the fact that this happened and that this video was created, whether it was supposed to be a joke or not, like, this cannot be ignored. This is beyond disgusting. So recently there's been some more videos she's made, and I thought we'd look at some of them because it is only getting worse. The Princess Amelia situation overall.
Put a finger down, but if you put 5 fingers down, you are a bad person. Put a finger down if you've ever forgotten someone's name. Put a finger down if you've told a white lie in the past week.
A lot of you guys know that they make a lot of videos together, these two siblings, and a lot of it focuses on where Amelia, and I know I've said this before, but to the new viewers, where Amelia plays this type of obsessed sister. And all people online, like Piper Rockell, all the influencers you know, especially ones that are younger, they usually play some sort of character on camera, and sometimes it can be a really bratty person like Amelia, because then the audience wants to kind of hate on her, and they keep coming back to hate on her. So that's what she plays, spoiled and bratty, and she also plays very, very obsessed with the brother, which normally it's like, oh, maybe you just don't want him to be spending time with the girl he's in love with and wants time with you. Like, that happens. But with the new videos they've released together, it just gets kind of weird. Another recent video they made shows Amelia dancing, and it's to the song You Think the Devil Has Horns, and it's usually insinuating there's someone just as bad as the devil, and then it goes black and her brother's behind her. And it seems to be him playing some sort of character, but it still just adds another creepy layer to this situation, because this was literally days before they would release the next video where he literally takes a photo of her butt while she's dancing.
What are you letting Amelia in?
What are you doing?
We're not letting Amelia in.
What is going on?
No matter what, you're in my house. You're not letting Amelia in.
Okay, this is way too. Get out of my house right now.
I'm not your dad.
No, get out of my house.
No.
Why are you holding me by the way?
You're not letting Amelia in. Dude, she's her sister. Go to the back. Go to the back. We're gonna talk back here. Dude, what are we doing? This is what I'm saying.
Of course, they both have separate channels, even though Thomas Wu is on Amelia's channel a lot. She's obviously on his a lot too, but they have separate accounts and they both make money. I don't know if Amelia actually gets her money because, as you know, you have to be 18 to even like have a bank account to monetize, or to monetize your bank account. So she probably has to have some adult. So it could possibly be him getting the money. We don't know the situation, but he is known for making clickbaity content, and I'd be a hypocrite if I were to say that makes him automatically like a horrible person who's unforgivable. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of the stuff he does are publicity stunts. But the thing is, even if this is a publicity stunt, the recent video he made and all the recent hints he's dropped about this disgusting, obviously rumor, or disgusting, not even rumor, but I'd say disgusting situation, no matter if he's joking or not, or whatever he's doing it, whatever his motive is, it still simply is not appropriate. This is another video recently that caused a lot of backlash. This one could be a stretch. It's a little less obvious, but he has his hand. I can't say where, but it caused a lot of controversy. This one could be speculation. It's not quite as obvious as the other one, but the other one isn't making any of the videos of him with her look exactly great. And the long form videos also aren't doing him much favors. Obviously, the obsession stuff is a bit strange, but it's not enough to obviously hint at something that terrible. But with these videos and the weird obsession she has with him and how she almost doesn't want him to ever have a girlfriend, it definitely is a bit weird, even though she is very likely playing some sort of character, a spoiled bratty sister. That's the character she's supposed to be playing. I've already been over a video before where she like follows him around, and obviously it's staged, but it's just strange. She like stalks them and like ruins everything so that her brother will have to be with her instead, and like the only thing she cares about is getting her brother, which it's almost like what a toxic girlfriend would do. So it's just very weird for a young sister to be doing something like that. It's next level obsessive, and it's just a strange thing to make a video about.
Why is she in the back?
Out of my house!
Hold up, Amelia just teleported from the front to the back in seconds. Someone comment below, how is that even possible?
I told you, look, she was just in the front of the house. Now she's in the back. Explain to me, Asher. Make that make sense.
I don't care. Get out of my house. Bring Amelia out. If you don't want her in,
How am I gonna bring her out? You spilled the boba in her house. Asher, you literally spilled the boba.
It's safe to say Thomas Wu would lose a lot of viewers and a lot of success view-wise if Amelia were to leave or quit or something. So how he continues to get her to be in all these videos, maybe she wants to, maybe she enjoys it. I can't visit her mind and see exactly what she's thinking. We'll never really know for sure, but I hope that one day if she does not enjoy doing this, she's able to do what she truly enjoys doing. I mean, it's video making, it's not for everyone, it's not enjoyable for everyone. It can be very stressful, and I just hope that she truly enjoys it, enjoys making these videos, but if she doesn't, once again, I hope she gets away from it. And she's also collabed with Piper Raquel. I feel like Piper Raquel doesn't need much of an introduction, as most of us know who she is. I've made a video on her before, but she is a person who has recently turned 1 to the 8, and she makes fairly similar content to Amelia, but let's just say people in her life have not been very good to her. There's an entire video on that. I'm not going to go over everything today, but it's just very sad to see two type of people that could be in similar, and I'm not saying they're the same, I'm not saying any of that, but they are similar age. It just doesn't feel great in some ways. I don't know how to explain it. I do hope the best for both of them. I'm sure if Princess Amelia did see this video, she would probably be very annoyed by me. Same with if Piper saw my video. They probably would not like me very much, because obviously they probably would see it as like slandering her image or something, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to say is I just feel bad because I've researched a lot about these two different people for former videos about former situations, and their backgrounds and the people that have influenced them are not the greatest people.
Put a finger down if you've accidentally damaged someone else's property and didn't fully own up to it. Put a finger down if you've ever been late without a good reason. Put a finger down if you've taken the last slice of pizza without asking.
Princess Amelia has also gotten a lot of hate recently for allegedly promoting E to the D. And I have to be so careful talking about this for past videos where my videos have gotten taken down, but I would say we shouldn't fully obviously come at her, because there is likely someone, her brother likely, or her parents, that were influencing her and pressured her to make this video. So it's basically a video where she's advertising an app that can count your calories, and she shows different food, and she's like, now I can stay forever. And for obvious reasons, a lot of the comments from our audience was very annoyed. The reason why I can't show it is mainly because usually when these influencers do these advertisements, they can be copyrighted. These companies usually copyright it, but that's basically what happened. And I don't blame people for being annoyed by that at all, but I feel like there is probably more people playing into the situation because she is not a full-grown adult. Like, there's other people that are likely pressuring her. They obviously made money from this ad, so there was likely someone else behind it. So it definitely isn't a great message to send out to her very young audience. I'm not going to defend the message. What I'm trying to say is it's just different than if some sort of adult did it for obvious reasons, which I feel like I shouldn't have to have a ton of, or shouldn't get a ton of comments complaining about this take of mine. Guys, I feel like it's not super controversial to have this take, especially from the videos we've seen before of her that, let's just say, just don't seem appropriate. Like, look at this, the hands around, there's just so much weird things about the channel, and obviously I would never go for Amelia. I would never ever blame her in this situation. That's exactly why I do not want to blame her for this. So before you try to cancel her for something like this, just remember that there's other people in this. There's other people in this situation, and she is not over 1 to the 8.
And that's not even the only one. Keep scrolling and you'll notice more and more clips where Amelia looks uneasy, like she doesn't even want to be there.
Viewers have also speculated that Amelia doesn't actually, well, I feel like I'm just re-saying the quote, but want to be there, and that's definitely, like, I don't blame people for thinking that, but sometimes we don't know people's expressions. Who knows how much she wants to be there? I don't blame her, and I would not be surprised at all if she didn't want to be there at all, and she hated it. We never know, but yeah, I do understand. If you want, you can go look for clips where she looks unhappy, but pretty much every influencer looks unhappy at some time. If you really want to talk about her being uncomfortable around her brother, there's plenty of different, sadly, clips of that you could find and use as evidence if you were to make a video on the situation, like me or something. But going for things like her facial expressions just is a little bit less, let's just say it's a little bit less convincing, because it's just something that's a little bit more subjective.
Put a finger down if you've parked in a handicapped spot when you shouldn't have. Put a finger down if you've ever been mean to the first person who pops up when you click share, then more.
And yes, obviously her brother, there is a giant chance that, of course, he could just be like Natalie Reynolds. And most of us know who Natalie Reynolds is, and she's basically a giant rage baiter, and she fakes everything. She basically will collab with random influencers and pretend like she's bothering them, like she's making videos on them. They'll respond. It's all staged. She's done this with many different people. It's pretty obvious, but people don't really care because the situations are usually kind of interesting and they like the influencer that she's battling with, or they're just young and they believe it. And of course, that likely could be woo. He could see that he gets an opportunity out of doing weird stuff and making creepy, weird videos. I mean, it got a lot of views, the video he made with her. It got a lot of obvious and understandable hate, but it did get a lot of attention. At the end of the day, all you need is attention to make money. You just need views. So he definitely could be doing that, but what I'm trying to say is we shouldn't just dismiss it because that could be a possibility. Even if that is the scenario, it still is not okay.
Whoa. The possessed boba just vanished, literally disappeared. This isn't Starbucks, this is straight up paranormal.
Oh, stop, the boba's gone!
Dude, the boba's literally gone.
The boba was just here. We literally just spilled the boba. Where's Amelia?
Oh my god, you think Amelia licked it up?
I don't know.
In one long form video, the one I just showed you, a short clip from it is obviously what I showed you, but they insinuate that the possessed Amelia may have licked up the boba that had spilled on the floor, which is, I mean, the boom sound effect doesn't make it any better. Like, it doesn't make it less awkward and less weird. Like, really, like, I mean, normally maybe I would just see myself as being just superstitious about this, but with all of the videos I've seen, it's just, what? Why does she have to lick the boba off the ground? Like, can't you people just make a normal video? Like, you could even make it clickbaity without adding all this weird stuff in it. Like, sure, you can make your videos, you can Photoshop, you can do whatever you want to your videos, but just, I don't see why they have to make it so strange in a very weird and creepy way.
The craziest part? These are just the beginning clips. Because if the milkshake video wasn't enough to make you uncomfortable, the staged date skits take it to a whole other level. Thomas and Amelia have this recurring bit where Amelia plays the jealous little sister whenever he pretends to be dating someone else, and honestly, it's weird. There's one video in particular where Thomas is on a date and Amelia is literally right there watching him get fed chicken.
And let's just say that this is all for publicity, all the weird, creepy things that this dude has done and made videos and blah, blah, blah. It's all just for publicity. And that's all he cares about is getting publicity, and there's nothing disgusting and disturbing going behind the scenes beside the fact that he's using her for views. Let's just say that. There's still obviously the amount of disgusting comments this girl gets that's just honestly sickening. I've talked about this before as well a long time ago, but the amount of disturbing content comments she gets is honestly beyond imagination. Like, it's just not things you consider until you start looking through these comment sections, and the amount of like weirdos, and that's like the nicest way I can put it, and they don't even deserve to be called nice names, but the amount of just people that we have rejected from society leaving comments and just commenting on things they should not be is diabolical. And the fact, once again, she's not even 1 to the 18, and this is, I just hope that she doesn't read these because they're just disgusting and they would leave me sick to my stomach if I had to read these type of things. But honestly, the fact that he's even if all that other stuff is fake, the fact that he's likely using her for this amount of clout and putting her safety in danger and all of this to thousands and thousands of people and allowing these types of comments without any restriction or any moderating to what I've seen is honestly just disgusting in itself. Like, there's no way this guy can be good morally. Like, no matter what route you take, like, he's still going to be bad. Even if he's not as bad as we already think due to that one video and the multiple other videos, he's still bad.
She blamed it on you. She didn't even ask how I was doing.
She didn't care about you at all. All she asked was only about your car.
I can't believe Amelia asked about the car before me. Guys, write it down. Team Brother or Team McLaren? What do you guys think?
Bro, we're gonna go there right now. He literally crashes McLaren. Of any car, the McLaren, if anything. I'm gonna cab.
That's crazy. Amelia didn't even care.
And she blamed on me. What did
I know. What the heck, guys?
Amelia, I have questions for you.
And now we're going to move over to the discussion about her toxic friends and all of that situation where she filmed a video basically crying and talking about it. She's not very specific, but some people have speculated it's her friend group as they have been known to be toxic, which we'll get into. But one last note on her brother now is that in every video, I know that she's supposed to be, like, playing this character and stuff of this, like, obsessive sister and stuff, but she's always, like, they make her so bratty in all the videos, and I know everyone that's over the age of, like, 17, well, more like 15 can understand it's staged, but there's a lot of kids and young people out there that don't seem to know that it's staged, and it's evident when you look at the comments. So to tons of people, they just think she's an absolute brat, which I feel like isn't the nicest thing to make your sister look like to thousands of people. They are spamming her comments on Instagram saying things like, you're such a brat, oh, you're such an annoying brat, and they're being dead serious. Like, once again, like, I don't know what this guy is thinking. The only thing he must care about is clicks and likes, because why are you making your sister the most unlikable person all the time, or she ruins every situation you're in? Because some people genuinely believe this, and you try to make it look as real as possible, you're just not very good at it. So most people know it's staged, but still, like, to the few that don't, and a lot of your audience are kids, so you should know that, why do you want so many people to think your sister is a horrible person when she very, very, very likely and, like, let's be honest, for sure is not a horrible person?
Why is she not worried about me? She's more worried about the car. I feel hurt.
Same, even I feel hurt. Sorry, bro. I feel so bad for you.
The clock is ticking, guys. We have to get to the studio set right now. Elsa, get in the car. It is time, guys. It's now or never. We have to rush over to the studio, meet our actor, and set up the hospital so that Amelia believes it. I barely have any time left because the girls are rushing over. I have to get changed, put on my makeup, and set up the hospital room so it looks believable.
And as a lot of you guys know, she is in Princess Amelia, that is in a friend group with a lot of other influencers where she makes a lot of TikToks with them, and influencers such as Nevada, Sophie, and it's definitely debatable on each one on how the audience usually perceives them. A lot of people don't like most of them, but a lot of people like Sophie. She's very well liked. And recently people have speculated that she left her friend group because they were toxic and because a lot of her values contradict theirs. Like, Nevada has released videos spreading to the you-know-what, let's just say toxic imagery to her audience, and that caused a lot of backlash. I made a video about it a long time ago, and while Sophie has made videos preaching about loving yourself and loving your body and all that stuff, so they directly contradict. So that is one of the reasons, and another reason is they haven't seen Sophie in a lot of videos with them recently, so that's a speculation. And recently Sophie even released a video, a short film, where she basically talks about toxic friends, and some people speculated, in their words not mine, that there may be a correlation with this and her real life.
Oh, hold on, my boyfriend just texted me. It's all good. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Washing machines.
Right.
Wait, Sydney.
This will look so cute on you.
Oh my
Try
God.
it on.
Yes. Okay. Let me text Jonathan really quick.
Oh, okay.
This video was pretty good, and it did pretty decent, and viewers did seem to love it. They were calling it underrated. They were super happy about it, and it came out right after a lot of people were talking about how she was leaving her toxic friend group finally, and maybe she saw the videos, maybe she didn't, who knows. I don't really watch her too regularly, but when I see her content come up once in a while, I do like it. It seems pretty nice. It seems pretty positive. I don't see really anything wrong with her content, to be honest. It seems authentic, and I've talked about that before, and I just think that her content is good. Like, I think it's doing more good than harm, obviously, on this platform. So it just seems like it would not be the greatest thing, but I mean, it's not the end of the world if she was in this friend group that kind of preaches opposite values to her. And we're not talking about Amelia, we're more of talking about people like, once again, Nevada and Kiki Kim, and people that just steal videos, those type of people, and promote very, very toxic ideas, obviously.
He said I can't wear it, but you can wear it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sophie, he said I embarrassed him. What happened? He freaked out again because I had my location off for exactly 5 minutes.
It's mostly a short film, and I don't want to show too much so viewers will actually go see it, but if it sounds like something you'd be interested, feel free to check it out on our channel. It definitely is pretty decent. I watched it, I liked it, I thought it was pretty good, and yeah, check it out, and you can check out some of her other videos and support her, because once again, she does not seem to promote anything toxic, unlike some of her other friends. So anyway, another thing that people have talked about recently is that, Princess Amelia released a video where she was crying and talking about how she trusted her friend and her friend basically betrayed her. And people got different ideas because she has made videos with so many different influencers. No one really knows exactly who it is, and obviously she did not say, but some people speculated it may be her toxic friend group. Here is the video. It says, "Sometimes I regret that we ever became friends in the first place." So yeah, it literally could mean anyone. Obviously, this one is more of a speculation than the other ones, but even if it is, it opens a discussion because some of the people that she does hang out with are much obviously older influencers, and they create much more mature content, and I have definitely talked about this before, but in long form videos, sometimes she wears similar stuff to them, and we don't know how comfortable she actually is with this, but it could be some sort of group pressure thing because they both want to wear this, so maybe she does, and who knows. Obviously, when she is over 128, she can wear whatever she wants. She obviously, it's a completely different thing, but when you're younger, sometimes you are uncomfortable with that stuff, especially when it's going to reach so many different people, so we don't really know, and she also has to sometimes make kind of more mature content with them, and I have already covered that before, so I'm not going to specifically cover every single angle and aspect of that, but sometimes there is some stuff that it's like, really, you do know that Amelia is not really in your age range, right? Like, you know that, right? It just kind of hurts my brain sometimes how adults act so immature on the internet.
Also, you were the last person here. Where's Amelia?
Guys.
She was there, and I was doing that like.
And I am aware that Amelia is known for having some cool outfits. People jokingly say they want her style and stuff. I think that a lot of her hairstyles are really, really cool from what I've seen. A lot of them are very, very pretty. I think that she has great fashion stuff. So I'm not saying that this is for sure. This is just a possibility. Because there's lots of different videos where they are wearing stuff that maybe, who knows, she might have been pressured to wear. I'm just saying that it's a possibility because we know that there's like a 99% chance that someone, either her brother, her parents, someone is heavily influencing her and her content because she is not making all of this content, this high quality content so quickly. Like, there's a team, not even a team, but there's definitely a group of people behind it, and there's someone much older than her, which obviously, once again, most people have speculated is the brother, but we don't know for sure, obviously. But what I'm trying to say is that it's not like insane to say that she probably has been pressured into saying, doing, who knows, overall saying and doing things that she may not be comfortable with, like maybe that ad she did not want to do earlier where she said some stuff that made her audience kind of annoyed, but hey, they got money from it, you know, they got probably a lot of money from showing that app and showing it off, even though it obviously is going to hurt her reputation. If there's someone behind her telling her what to do, it's not going to hurt their reputation, and maybe they don't care about it. Maybe all they care about is views. If it's the brother controlling everything, which is definitely a possibility from what people have seen, he obviously does not care about anyone's reputation that's making videos. He does not care about Amelia's, and he will go to any length. So who knows what we think? Because especially because she is so young, obviously there's a lot of potential. She has a lot of potential. She could pursue so many different careers and stuff. So who knows if she wants, because social media is forever. Digital footprint is forever. People can show you, like, if you get in some controversy or you allegedly say something or you do something very bad, or who knows, there's so many different things, or you make something that's kind of considered unprofessional, it can be shown to the job where you work at, or like the college. Like, it can be shown to people and you can get kicked out and you can get fired. Like, this is something that people don't think about enough. Like, if you put your face online and you say something incredibly stupid, it can ruin your life forever. It doesn't always, but it can ruin your life forever. So when you are making videos with your brother and they aren't always what exactly people find normal, it can definitely hurt your future if you're trying to pursue a job option. We don't know if she wants that. Once again, we don't know. But at the same time, we can't just assume that this is what she's set on doing. Sure, it seems like her brother's set on doing this, but we don't know her personally. She might want to do something else. It can, once again, be very tiring. It can be very annoying to make these videos all the time and constantly be trying to, like, stir up drama and stuff. Like, that can be so annoying. And I don't blame her if she gets tired of it. But if she has a horrible digital footprint due to her brother constantly clickbaiting her and making her look like a terrible person and making her look like she's in some sort of weird relationship with him, then it's going to hurt her future jobs. And that's just really sad and disturbing.
And if I don't respond fast enough, he gets really aggressive.
Sid, this is not okay.
He said I embarrassed him because I didn't respond back fast enough. Embarrassed him.
You deserve better than this. And plus, he's making our hangouts really hard.
I know.
And recently, Amelia has made some videos with Sophie, so I'm hoping that maybe she's being influenced by her. Obviously, once again, I don't know any of these people. Who knows? Sophie may not be great. She may be putting on a great image. That's definitely a possibility, but compared to the other people, obviously, she makes much more wholesome content, and it seems like she genuinely cares about people she's around. From what I've seen, the impression I've got, the other people that I have made videos about that are in the same friend group don't seem like they care. Like, the only thing they seem to care about are views and views alone, and literally nothing else, and they are willing to sell their soul to their audience, or sell their audience's souls in order to get those views and that money. So maybe if she's around Sophie more, who knows, maybe it will be a good person to be around aside from her brother, but we don't know. Obviously, we don't know her situation. That's just a speculation. I just think, once again, that people don't truly understand, because especially with the internet becoming more of like an option for people to pursue careers, and I don't think people understand how much it really just lasts forever and how much it can truly impact your life. And sometimes when you're especially young and you're being influenced by someone older than you, it can seem like a dream come true maybe at the moment, but long term, it's just, I don't think it's the funnest career option. I'm going to be completely honest. And everyone, this is going to be so controversial to say, I know that influencers, like, they don't, like, do something directly to help. Like, it doesn't seem like they do something directly to really, like, society doesn't rely on them. But it can be really stressful, because you don't, like, a lot of people know about you, but you can't, like, afford bodyguards. Like, you can't afford protection. So if something bad happens, something gets leaked, like, I mean, you got to move, but maybe you don't have the money for that. Like, and people are constantly mad about you, constantly talking about you. Like, I can only imagine, and I know I sound like a hypocrite because I talk about influencers all the time, but what I'm trying to say is, especially when you are this young, it is not really the ideal thing for someone like Amelia to be doing. It's not the funnest thing ever. And sure, there's people that enjoy it, but there's so many downsides to it, and no one wants to talk about that, because obviously, being an influencer has always been seen as a privilege. And in many ways, of course, it is a privilege. But no one wants to talk about when it isn't, and the instances where it isn't. Like, there are bad people out there that obsess over people like this. Like, there are horrible people. And I know that she plays like this bratty, spoiled character, but that doesn't mean that she's actually this way. And even if she is, it would not give the right for people to hate on her to this extent and just be disgusting to her to this extent. And obviously, we're going to see this more and more and more in the future. This is always going to be something that exists. But we can't just sit back and pretend like all guardians and all older people magically care about younger people when it to putting them online. We cannot pretend that. And there's been so many disturbing instances I've covered that just prove this. Like, no one is safe at any type of A to the E. A-G-E. No one is ever going to be safe, and we can't just sit back and pretend that. And I know that, like, there are so many disgusting people out there, and it's just, I really, really hope. The saddest instances are definitely when people that are young are kind of shoved into the spotlight, whether it's online or in a different instance, and then when they grow up, they kind of, or get older, they realize they don't actually want that, and they'd never really wanted that, but they can't really do anything else now because of that. So, I don't know, obviously, maybe, sure, there's definitely a chance Amelia likes it, maybe she'll like it all of her life, who knows. I just hope that, I wish the best for her. I wish the best for all people, especially this age, making this type of content. Even though it's seen obviously as a privilege and it seems like she has the world because she's getting gifts and stuff, it's not that simple at the end of the day. And obviously, once again, no hate to any of the people in this video except the brother, because I do not like the brother one bit. And I feel like I don't need to elaborate on why I don't like him. Thank you for watching this video. I know I went on a long yap session in this, but I just kind of had to get it out because there's just been so much stuff about her recently, and I figured I would talk about it. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye.